Today we're making a full explainer video just for practice, starting with a 30-second voiceover script. Then, the main character concept, Step 3, 3D product renders on green screen. Step 4, environments and fully structured scenes. In each step, there's a ping-pong happening between After Effects and Flashboards, passing shots back and forth until every scene works. Before we start, please take a look. See this little guy? Adorable, right? Wrong. He's obsessed with money. My guy built his store overnight. Anti-gravity mug, the coffee escapes, moon toaster. That is a rock. A chair? We don't know what that chair does. Nobody does. Fishbowl blender, telepathic pillow, rocket kettle, rocket fan. He sold nothing. Zero. Nada. Then he showed up at our door, and suddenly, items are filling customers' carts. Sky is raining money. 3 galaxies, 1 famous little guy. What are you waiting for? We make weird sell. The concept, an alien entrepreneur who keeps failing with absurd products until he gets help from a creative agency. The rule I set for myself, AI generates, but the pipeline stays mine. Every decision about timing, composition, and comedy still happens in the tools I already know. Pro tip, write the script before touching any AI tool, because generating visuals and writing around them is how you end up with beautiful footage that doesn't cut together. Let's start with the character concept. I simply asked Claude, make me a Nano Banana prompt for a cute alien with glasses. I generated it in Flashboards, and here's the first concept. A good start. I didn't like the legs and hands, so I started building on what I already had. And since every prompt I use stays available inside Flashboards, let's focus on the process. I removed the legs and hands, made a flat 2D version, and made the glasses a solid color. This version isn't for the video, it's a simpler reference for After Effects to build a reference animation that will render later in Seedance 2. Now, continuing with the stylized version, and this is the final concept. From this, I'm going to make him sad. Then thinking about money. Then make him morph into a search bar. I had 3 options, and I chose this one, and I added an anti-gravity mug inside it. Now our scenes are ready for the first portion of the script, because I'm always thinking and generating with the main script in mind. From here, I'm moving to animation in After Effects. Remember the 2D version? I simply used it as a perfect reference to redraw him with After Effects shape layers. Then I animated everything the way I wanted, blobby animation for the body, and some puppet tool for his little 2 things here. Then he gets sad, and I used this image as the reference for the thinking bubble. Redraw everything with shape layers, animate it. Then a cool morphing animation from everything I have into the search bar. Now that I have my first high contrast animation guide, I moved back to Flashboards, using the animation guide and selecting the 3 references I had, all on the same black screen. I asked Seedance to re-render every frame of the guide into the same style and look dev as the stylized references. I got 2 options. And this one works better for me. But before heading back to After Effects, I need a background. So I extracted this background from an earlier concept and asked Nano Banana to generate some cool 3D stylized orbs to make things prettier in the compositing process. Now that I have everything I need, moving back to After Effects. Here we have the footage in After Effects, and the first thing we need is to remove the background. I could do that in Seedance too, but it's a very easy fix in After Effects. So why waste a couple of dollars when I can do it in 1 click? I'm going to use the Roto brush in After Effects. Double-click on the footage first. Select the Roto brush tool and simply click the object. And just like that, the background is gone and the object stays vibrant. Go back to the Roto brush to add or remove parts of the footage whenever needed. And once you're satisfied with the result, bring the shift edge all the way down to -100. This softens the edges and removes any black remains. Moving on to the background we extracted earlier, I added 2 of those orbs, key lighted with a fastbox blur floating in the foreground. Then I duplicated the main footage with a fill, a blur, and an overlay blending mode. And our first portion is locked and ready. Everything you just saw done in less than an hour. Because combining AI with your workflow is a real boost in speed and productivity with some really great results. Great news! Flashboards is offering 10% off on your first subscription and top up. The coupon code is FLASH10. Don't miss the opportunity. The link is in the description. Let's continue with the next portion, generating weird alien 3D objects. I started by asking Claude this: make me Nano Banana prompts to generate 12 weird products for sale, straight out of imagination from the cute aliens world, 3D products with a cool, modern, soft style. And Claude gave me the 12 prompts for the 12 products. So I moved to Flashboards and generated every single one of them, chose the best option for each, made sure everyone sits on a solid green background for keying later, then upscaled all of them for Seedance to Omni, and generated a perfect looping 3D rotation for every single one. Now, I want to place these products in some sort of digital store, so I need every product to sit on an e-commerce shopping cart. I took the anti-gravity mug and asked Nano Banana to make an e-commerce product card UI with the product name, the price, and an add to cart button. Then I kept editing the generated results until I got this plain card with only the button and a coin symbol, made it float solo on a green background. Then I made a very simple high contrast UI animation for it in After Effects, nothing too fancy. And lastly, with Seedance to Omni, I re-rendered it on the same green screen. And now we have all the products and a soft 3D card rendered for each one of them. Back into After Effects now. Here, I have all the products arranged in compositions, roto-brushed and perfectly looped for around 20 seconds to fit the whole voiceover portion. Then, in the main composition, I brought everything into one big 4K comp, every product and every card, with some custom handwritten text layers made in After Effects to make things prettier for each and every product. Offsetting them while they're on screen, of course, and with some orbs floating here and there. This one, for instance, is a transparent orb with an adjustment layer switched on, running a CC lens effect, so it distorts everything underneath it, like a water drop, and some other orbs with blur to add depth. And in the main composition, I moved the whole 4K comp with position keyframes, emulating a camera traveling from one card to the next, following the voiceover, anti-gravity mug, moon toaster, weird chair, and so on. Can you guess how fast all of this got done? This is insane. Do the math and let me know in the comments how much time it would take to do just the modeling for each and every object. For me, it took literally minutes. Now moving on, he sold nothing. I made him stand sad in an empty warehouse. Next scene, the sad guy along with this simple crying face and a zero smashing his little warehouse, and the alien is crying out loud. The next scene is here. I didn't want the floating eyebrows, so I removed them. Then, using Seedance to Omni, I animated both scenes. 2 tries, and honestly, both are perfect. Then, when the voiceover says, nada, I made this buy now button with a spider living on it, but I wanted the transition from the crying scene into this one to be seamless. So I made a simple animation for the button in After Effects, and this time I asked Seedance to follow the reference as usual, but to animate the spider hanging physically, perfectly synced with the button's animation. And surprisingly, the results are amazing. I chose this one because there's a slight offset in the spider's legs animation, and those kinds of details make a real difference in quality. Then, in After Effects, I placed the new scenes under the product cards to make everything seamless with no cuts or any uncomfortable transitions, and the spider button acts as a mask for the crying scene. And now, everything is connected perfectly. Since I'm the director of my own work, I control when and where to use AI, and with After Effects compositing, I made sure everything connects seamlessly. Moving on from the Spider Buy Now button, this is the most complex scene in this whole fun project. I wanted to test whether Seedance could handle re-rendering this line morphing animation into the shopping cart. So first I made a shopping cart icon concept. Then, with the high contrast animation guide from After Effects, I asked Seedance to Omni to re-render the animation in the shopping cart style. 3 tries. This one is bad. This one is good. But there's a red line. And this one is perfect. So that's the one I chose. And of course, we can't leave our spider friend hanging there for too long. So I added this animation from an old project. Extracted a frame out of it, restyled it with Nano Banana 2, removed the big star, and rendered it with Seedance 2. The first try, not good. But the second one is perfect. And it even adds extra motion to the right, exactly where the lines are headed, making it a perfect transition. I really enjoyed compositing this one. Here's the spider button. I started by adding the star scene. Then, since this shopping cart line morphing animation happens in a wide comp, I animated its position moving outward to emulate that camera movement. I linked the spider button as a child to this wide comp so it moves along with it. Then, the main lines footage, roto-brushed multiple times to extract each stroke on its own. I placed some strokes above the spider button and some below to create a more believable sense of depth. Then, the number counter, a very simple animation. And last but not least, the same 3D objects trick. I made a looped 3D shopping cart icon to make everything more beautiful and push it toward that premium side of animation. And just like that, it's ready. The workflow so far? A joyful game of ping pong, like I've grown 8 arms, each one doing something different. And they're all handing me pieces to combine. That's the real modern workflow. Now, the final scenes. It's raining money now. So let's make it happen. I asked Nano Banana first to make it rain alien coins and cash on our little fellow. The result? Bad. So I edited it. Better. But now the body shape changed. So keep everything. Change only the body shape. Then 3 tries in Seedance 2 to make it really rain with the coins and money bills moving physically right. And here we have it. But this is a full frame scene. And we left off on a tiny shopping cart icon. How do we pull off a cool, seamless transition? Easy. Since it's raining money, let's make a 3D coin rotating naturally in a perfect loop. Then, a money bill flying in and out of the scene. And in After Effects, I roto-brushed the coin footage and rotated it 90 degrees so it now spins horizontally. Then made it fall and cover the entire previous scene, revealing the new one. And for the out animation, the money bill does the same trick. Flies in to cover the scene, flies out to reveal the next one. How cool is that? From the same environment, we reused elements to keep everything seamless throughout the whole project. And now, the final outro scenes, our famous guy in 3 different galaxies. First, I made 3 galaxy concepts, with statues of our little fellow standing across all 3. Then I simply asked Seedance 2 Omni to orbit the camera 360 degrees around every statue so I could do match cut transitions later in After Effects. And here's every chosen try. Since everything will be available in Flashboards, I'm not showing you every single result. And of course, I'm not showing you the prices either. Go to Flashboards and find them yourself. You'll be shocked. And now, back into After Effects one last time for some time remapped match cuts between the 3 galaxies. And just like that, the whole project is done. To access this project's board, head to Flashboards. You'll find it right here in Boards, along with all our other videos and project boards. One click away, and you're exploring tons of prompts and results. AI didn't replace my workflow, it plugged into it. The speed is AI, but the taste and the decisions, still all yours. If you enjoyed this, drop a like and subscribe. Keep experimenting and see you in the next one.